All over America, people are taking the National Radon Test. Have you? Excuse me, have you heard of radon?
Is that a gas?
Is it something that comes up out the ground or something?
It's like poison gas.
Something dangerous that you're supposed to check on to make sure it's not in your home.
Now it's your turn. Answer true or false. Radon is a radioactive gas. True, radon is a radioactive gas. True or false? The Office of the Surgeon General recommends that all homes be tested for radon. True, your home should be tested.
I didn't know that, no.
True or false, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. True.
True, I didn't know that.
Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer. Answer true or false. Homes with radon problems can be fixed. True. Homes with radon problems can be fixed.
So what do you do about it? I'm going to dial the number and call.
1-800-SOS-RADON.
If I don't take care of it, nobody else will.
Keep your family safe from radon. Call now.
1-800-SOS-RADON.
104.1 KRBE. Let's get started. It's the Roula and Ryan Show.
Wake up, fool!
Hey, wake up!
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Right here. Featuring Eric.
Eric? He is a bad, bad man.
Special K.
The big red K.
Are you threatening me?
I'm waiting for you.
And Sam.
I am a wuss! I am a wuss!
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula. And Ding Dong. Ryan. 104.1 KRBE. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Houston. It's Tuesday, 6/6 of 23, June the 6th of 2023. Roula, Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. And here we are with the second Monday of the week.
It's a new day. It's a great day.
It's Tuesday. It's a great day when it was last week when we only had 4 days left, and that was the first day.
And we thought, okay, yeah, right.
Make every day one.
You were out last Tuesday, but when we got back from Memorial Day, Monday being off, we're like, oh yeah, tomorrow for Try It Tuesday, we should blah, blah, blah. And then Kevin's like, dummies, today's Try It Tuesday. We didn't bring anything.
Because you just got back.
Oh yeah, Ahmad, go get this salami and apple.
Ahmad. So Ahmad was, in charge of saving the day. I don't remember what. Oh yeah, we tried the salami apple.
There was a salami. It was bad.
And he got us a spicy salami.
If it was regular salami, I think it might have had a chance.
Does not sound good.
That was still greasy. Like any salami is kind of greasy.
Greasy.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
A lot of our 6 o'clockers have a lot to say about this bed that Eric wants to buy for $14K.
Oh my God!
Who knew that many? Look at all these texts for.
Some are being real specific about trying to get a little frisky with your mate on that kind of a bed.
Thank you. I should do a book on that, like Kama Sutra for Tempur-Pedic beds. Because all these people are giving
a lot of people are letting Eric know what works on that bed and what doesn't.
I told you the solution is, because you got that line down the middle, just lay perpendicular, I mean, just.
That's not going to work. Then you have the line.
Then you're with the line.
How's that going to help?
That would not work.
Is that you, baby, or is that the bed?
You'd be rolling into your partner, like it would just roll you over.
Nobody would be happy then.
It's the king size bed split into two twins so that one can be raised up and one can be flat for snoring.
Today or tomorrow, because my wife's like, we can't get today. I have to order these special sheets that I like. These some hotel brand sheets that she loves. I'm like, oh, who cares? Spice sheets. I don't care. But they have to be certain kind
Do you guys end up realizing you're falling into the same rotation of sheets? Speaking of hotel sheets, I believe it was when it was your wife's birthday and we went to Vegas when my daughter was 5 months old. It was my first trip after a baby. The hotel we stayed in was so awesome, Eric, that in the gift shop downstairs, they sold the sheets.
Really?
And I told my husband, I go, you know what? We could buy these sheets. These are awesome. These are awesome sheets. And they were not cheap. They must have been $200
for sheets.
For these king size sheets. And I was like, I'm going to get these sheets. That's what I'm going to get. I don't know where the hell those sheets are. I think I used them twice. Isn't that weird? How'd they get out of the rotation and then lost?
The problem is,
you can't tell which is which.
Mm-hmm. You end up finding a pair. Color. You end up finding a pair. I don't know if you guys do this. You end up finding a pair because I have a couple pairs of sheets for my bed. I strip the beds every Sunday. That's my laundry day. And I have one set of sheets that I really, really love. And I find myself just washing those every Sunday and putting them back on. And now I've used the same sheets for the last year and a half. And now they're all worn out now.
Well, how many sheets are too many sheets? How many sets of sheets should we have for one bed?
Because if you leave them in with the linen closet for too long, they start getting that old smell. It's like you wash them.
Well, if you rotate,
if you haven't worn them in 3 weeks, they start getting that.
But if you wash, if you strip the bed and those are in the washer, then take the ones from the closet and put them on the bed. So when the ones from the washer are done, you fold those and then you put them on the next week.
Well, that makes too much sense.
3 sounds good, especially if you have kids.
Well, 3 per
And
bed.
pets, if a
You're
pet-
saying 3 per bed?
Yeah.
Three sets of sheets per bed.
Well, I mean, if you have a group of a family, then I don't know. If you have like 3 beds,
Because we have twins in my house. We have queens.
you always need at least 2 sheets per
And a
bed.
kid.
Yeah.
A third just a bonus. Like if dogs all of a sudden hack up something it's
Ew.
on your bed.
Yeah, it happens.
My dog did that once. I'm like, what the
It
hell is
happens.
this?
Gross.
I think he ate someone's underwear or something. Who knows?
Ew.
Why do dogs
Ew.
love underwear? I don't
And
know what it
socks.
is. They'd like to chew up your underwear.
Dogs are weird.
I guess they just like they
It's
smell
the sock
the
situation in my world.
smell
if
like
we leave
the body
socks-
chemistry or something on it. And they just
Yeah.
they
So-
chew away.
So we'll see if I get this thing tonight or tomorrow.
Oh my God!
You're gonna
You're
get-
getting a
What-
bed.
what if I said-
You're getting a bed
Oh,
that costs as much as a car. I mean, that's crazy.
In what country is the car?
Yeah.
14?
Like a Kia.
Yeah, they have 15 months, no financing. Or
Well,
no interest. I mean, no interest.
It's a matter of time, Houston. You know how this rodeo
financing.
goes.
Hey, for 15 months.
This bed I'm in right now is uncomfortable, guys. I
Bragger.
can't sleep.
Listen, y'all know how this rodeo goes. Eric's gonna be giving this bed away for like $200 in about 3 months.
You guys know my wife.
Kevin's saying yay because he knows it's going to go to him.
My wife won't do that.
Who wants dibs on it first, guys? Who wants dibs on it first?
I might do that, but my wife would never let that happen.
Now, does this have this orthopedic bed? Does it have like a stand for your IV bottle?
I mean, does that massage?
Yeah,
Oh,
massage.
does it?
They had one though. That,
You have to put
they had
coins
one
in
that
it.
came with like tells you how your heart is and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't need that crap because that was like $2 or
Well,
$3 grand more. I'm
It's
like,
like
I
an
don't need-
app you get on your phone, right?
I can just keep that Aura ring that I bought that I gave to my son. Another
Yeah.
item that I bought that
Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous.
I thought it'd be good. I was trying to do it for my health, but then I
Is
realized,
your son wearing the ring or
yeah,
no?
he loves it. But for me, I
That's
wore it
'cause
for
he's a
almost a
runner.
year. But I'm like, I miss wearing my wedding ring. I know it sounds hokey, but I just like this is my ring that I wore the day we got married. I love this ring.
Well, can't you just put the Aura ring on a different finger, the other
It's
side?
made for you. I just feel weird put it on your index finger.
No, put it on your other hand
You're
on your
supposed to
ring
put it on your
finger.
index finger. Yeah, then I'm like close to being that pinky guy. Pinky
You're not a
ring.
pinky ring guy. You got
Also,
a
that's,
sports band
that
ring
pinky
on
ring
your
guy.
hand
My
does not
dad
make
had
you
one of
the
those-
pinky ring guy.
Ugh.
Pinky ring guy.
And a mob.
That's the guy that you meet at Vallone's in the corner of the bar.
Yeah. He's got that one long fingernail.
Hey there, young man. I'm from out of town.
Yeah, they,
Well, I do want a
Some
steak.
insurance. Let me give you some insurance.
there's something I
give
would.
you some insurance.
I'm not going to buy this. Did you see Apple what they came out with yesterday?
Yeah, the
The
goggles.
Vision Pro.
Is this supposed to be like the ocular?
Yeah, but it's like on
VR
steroids.
set?
But I'm like, nobody wants to wear this crap on your face.
You're not going
all
to walk
day.
around wearing that all day.
And
It's a
because-
headset with a 2-hour battery life that costs about $3,500.
There you
It's
go.
going to get released
No.
early next year
Hell
here in the
no.
U.S. And it is a seamless. It's a headset that seamlessly blends the real world and the virtual.
No thanks.
I think they, this stuff was really hot a few years ago. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously it takes years to build this.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of cooled off. People are like, I don't want
Whatever happened to those Google glasses? Everyone thought was going to
I
be
don't
amazing.
know.
Yeah, they
The
went.
Google
they
glasses
went
didn't
under.
happen.
I just know my VR headset's
take
been
off.
sitting in a drawer for like the last year.
I say this will be the biggest failure of their Apple.
Yeah, they're definitely missing Steve Jobs now.
Yeah, this is.
The innovation's kind of stopped. The
I know
only
it's gotta-
innovation was hey, we got a new charger you have to buy.
Yeah. Well, this thing looks cool. You can use your hand, and it's we're used to if you have iPhones, you're used to your iPhone apps and stuff. So that's stuff that you.
So you're
like,
swiping in the air.
Yeah, you feel like comfortable because you know these these programs.
Yeah.
But $3,500, you're gonna wear that thing all day
Hell no. And you can't tell me that can be good for you, having all those waves hitting your brain.
until they put it in like a contact.
That really
I don't want
scares
the
me.
contact lens. That's creepish.
My gut feeling tells me that years from now, everybody's going to be getting cancer, and it's because you've got like basically a phone attached to your head and hitting those waves hitting your brain all the time. I mean, there's no proof right now, but I'm just saying, going with my gut, I don't think it could be healthy.
You call me Tin Hat Boy.
Yeah.
I don't think
Now
that's Tin
that's
Hat
the-
Boy.
that's
That is not
Tin
Tin Hat Boy.
Hat.
You cannot tell me that having those waves hitting your
You're
brain
like that guy in
all the time
Better Call
could be good
Saul.
for you.
The brother, you can't even go to his house. With
Oh,
a
because
phone.
he wraps everything in tinfoil with
Yeah.
electronics. No,
That's what you sound like.
No, but I mean, look, they tell you not to keep cell phones in your front pocket because it can damage your sperm count. I mean, you can't tell me that having that thing sitting upside your head is going to be good for you.
Like radar detectors. Remember the cops?
Yeah.
They put that in their lap.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They all end up getting testicular
And that was
cancer.
actually proven
Yeah.
that happened to them? Wow.
Years ago.
Okay. Well,
Look that up.
Yeah.
happy
Look it up.
Tuesday, Houston. Look at that information we gave you in the first 10
This was
minutes.
not the X-Files. This is reality.
Where's your X-Files sound effect? Okay,
Yeah,
can't play that.
Nobody even knows that show anymore.
Coming up next.
Then we play it, then we can't put it in the podcast.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true, we can't. So I'll just do it.
Why don't you go through all your sound effects
And then just do them by
re-
mouth.
Re-record them with Kevin doing doo-doos.
That's awful. All right. Just when Ed Sheeran thought he was out, they pull him right back in like the mafia. This case is not dead yet. I thought he won this thing. What is going on with the people who want a piece of Ed Sheeran?
Come on. Marvin Gaye's still suing him?
I'll give you details on that in the scoop. Here's your weather for today.
Okay, another air quality alert for this afternoon. It does look like some afternoon rain thunderstorms. High of 85 right now at 71 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Get ready. This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE.
All right, let's just get to this. Ed Sheeran, 7 years. He had to sit around going back and forth with attorneys. 7 years about the song Thinking Out Loud being too similar to Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On. And as we all know, he was victorious in the end. They said, no, he did not steal any part of that song. That is public domain, those notes.
Yeah, the chords.
They're those chords. They're everywhere. It's like the color blue, as Ed Sheeran said. Well, the people that try to get the money the first time are not backing down. They're going into appeals court and they say, nope, I cannot believe they're letting him get away with this.
Jeez, he even hugged them at the end.
The heirs of Ed Townsend, who co-wrote the iconic song with Marvin Gaye, filed a notice of appeal in a Manhattan federal court. It is the first step towards asking a federal appeals court to overturn the outcome and revive the lawsuit against Ed Sheeran.
It's kind of a genius move on their part. They're probably thinking, like, Ed doesn't want to spend any more time. He's just going to pay us a settlement and be done.
Well, they spent so much money. They're like, we got to try one more time. Hail Mary. You know, we've already got everything done. Let's throw it out and see if they bite.
Yeah, but
With anything, there's always an appeal.
Yeah.
But the question is, like, how much money do you want to throw at the appeal when you already lost the first time?
Does that mean there's like it's a different judge, or is it the same judge?
Oh, in an appeal, it's always a different judge.
It's different.
It is a
You're
different
appealing that.
How much money are they trying to get out of this, though?
Honestly, Sam, I don't remember.
Yeah.
They'd have to base it on
7 years ago.
What has Ed made off of that song? And if they're saying that he stole that song, they're going to want,
well, that's
sizable chunk of it.
They just think that those.
But 7 years of being
back and forth.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I can't imagine how much that already cost them.
And if you appealed it, what if that's your friend? Like, if those judges all hang out, they all golf together, or they all do stuff together. Like, no, my friend said that's the way it's going to be. I
don't think they're allowed.
Or at this point, aren't most people aware of this case?
I mean, human nature, you know what each
when
person
you're
has
golfing
cases.
and it's been around for 7 years.
Didn't you watch what's that movie? A TV show with Bryan Cranston?
Oh, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, that's good.
Really?
Because his son.
Is that an old movie?
No, it's 2 seasons.
Yeah.
First season, like
he's a judge.
He's a judge in New Orleans, and he's trying to. His son killed somebody who happened to be the son of a mobster in New Orleans.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And his son was going to come clean, and his dad's like, don't do that, because if you tell the truth, that mobster is going to kill you. And he's got to try and figure out how he can take this case and make someone else be guilty and not his son.
Oh, he's framing somebody else?
It's crazy.
Oh, my God.
It's really
what
good.
What service is it on?
I think Showtime, maybe?
Showtime.
Yeah, Showtime or Paramount.
Showtime.
Yeah, but it's really good.
Okay.
I haven't seen the second season. I saw one episode. I haven't had time to get back.
And is it new or is it like
No, it
done?
came out a
2
couple
seasons
years
it's
ago.
Done.
Like last year.
So 2 seasons it's done or it keeps going now?
Second
Came
season
out in
just-
2020.
Yeah, and the second season just ended.
Are they going to do
2
a
months
third
ago.
season?
I haven't seen this season, so I can't
Okay.
tell you. I doubt it.
Well, let me tell you what is coming out again. This is really a question for Sam and Ahmad, because I was not crazy for this movie when I was a kid. My kids are nuts for this movie. Hocus Pocus. Did you grow up on Hocus Pocus?
Sucks.
No.
Because you were an adult when you saw it, though, Ryan.
I love Hocus Pocus.
Yeah, see, there's a whole generation that adores Hocus Pocus. Now, Ahmad, did you see Hocus Pocus 2 and did you like it? My kids love it.
Hocus Pocus 2 was a really cute update. Instead of brooms, they were riding around on like Roombas.
Yeah, it was
and,
cute.
Like,
But they weren't the
Dyson vacuums.
same actresses?
Yeah, they
same
were.
actresses.
We did
Oh,
a
they
Roomba, the
Bette
round
Midler,
one?
Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy
she was on
Jimmy. They were on
2
Roombas.
Like it was like roller skates.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
she-
funny.
Oh, on her feet.
Yeah, like a witch's broom, but she used Roombas.
Yeah,
instead.
it was cute.
hilarious.
And then what's the song they redid? One way or another. Oh my God, my
I'm
kids
gonna
ask for
find
that
you.
all the time.
That's
Their
Blondie.
version. Their version, the Hocus Pocus 2 version of that song, always on repeat. Okay, Hocus Pocus 3 is happening.
Ugh.
Disney Plus has said. It is going to be happening. It's not surprising because Hocus Pocus 2 set a record. 2.7 billion viewing minutes in its first week on Disney
was
Plus.
Really cute, but they could chill out a little bit. I don't need 3.
The kids, kids
quick.
love that stuff. That's around your.
But see, now you're in your 20s.
Oh, my daughter is
my
a mod
kid's
babe.
10.
She didn't like it. She thought it was like, eh.
Well, my kid is 10, and they loved Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
So they're going to love the news that Hocus Pocus 3 is coming out.
I don't think it's made for a 24-year-old.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
The original Hocus Pocus came out in 1993, and that's how we knew the Sanderson sisters. And actually, for me, as a person that didn't grow up with Hocus Pocus, and I'd never been to Disney before, the first time I went to Disney, it was like the changeover from Thanksgiving into Christmas time. So they had Sanderson sisters stuff everywhere. And I swear, if I was like on a game show of trivia and they asked me what their name was, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know what the names of the witches are. Oh, God. But now I know. It's Winifred.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I sat through probably every kid movie you could ever imagine with my daughter growing up, and I watched a lot of them. A lot of them are really cute.
You ain't going to win this fight, Ryan Chase.
A lot of them are really cute. A lot of them stand the test of time. The Shreks, the Incredibles, all those kind of things. But I'm just saying Hocus Pocus was like, eh.
Again, you were an adult. We're putting ourselves in the mind of a child.
No, I'm just saying, like.
And just because you have a kid that didn't like it doesn't represent every kid doesn't like it.
I'm just saying, like, some were better quality than others.
It was cute.
It's fine.
I liked it.
If I was a kid when I saw it, I'd
like-
probably be obsessed.
I just didn't. Yeah, I wasn't obsessed.
At least the
with
witches
it.
weren't green.
Right.
Like in the Wizard of Oz.
They were realistic.
Yeah, like real people.
Can you watch like a Wizard of Oz type movie now after all these years and still get any enjoyment out of it?
Yeah, I think it's nostalgia. Actually, I was watching this show on Netflix called Firefly Lane, and there's this. I like this show because they use good music. They got the rights to really good music, and it goes back and forth like you got to piece it together like a time hop. They start when they're like, they go 12 years old, adults, blah, blah, blah. And this one scene of this one main character, her dad says, "Come on, we're going to watch Wizard of Oz tonight. It's on tonight." And then she's like, "I don't know, Dad." He's like, "Oh, come on. That's like our tradition. Once a year it's on. Let's watch it." Like, how old are you if you remember when the Wizard of Oz was only on one time a year? And everyone's like, Wizard of Oz is on.
Well, before you had all the streaming.
Come on, everybody.
West Side Story would do that the original, not the remake, would come once a year on like ABC or something.
Mm-hmm.
They still do 10 Commandments at Easter time.
They do?
Yeah, I've seen that on ABC. They do 10 Commandments at Easter time. I mean, you can watch it whenever.
What was the movie where they had the 15 Commandments?
There's no
Say it again?
15.
Remember when he dropped
Holy
it?
Moses. Holy Moses. It was a Mel Brooks
Mel
film.
Brooks. He's like
It was
the
Mel
15
Brooks.
and he dropped one of the tablets. He's like,
10
Commandments.
10 Commandments. He had 3 tablets. One of them fell. He goes, I bring you these 50. Oops. 10 Commandments.
This one, it says, this texter says, "I'm 53 years old and I absolutely love Hocus Pocus. I thought 1 and 2 was cute. I saw both for the first time recently in my 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And then one person wrote, "Okay, Chase, man, back down off Hocus Pocus.
You're not going to win this one.
You got the Hocus Pocus army mad at you." And then, "Stay in your lane, Ryan."
You know your Star Wars and Star Trek?
You go to
I
Star
know a
Trek.
little bit more than that.
We'll go to Shrek and Hocus Pocus. Which, by the way, Shrek at number 1, I still can't get on board with. But Shrek 2, I'm obsessed with.
You didn't like the first Shrek?
What?
What? How do you not like that?
Yeah, I like the first one.
I find Roula likes sequels better than originals, which is weird. 'Cause
Well,
nobody likes sequels.
Because it's just a recycled idea.
No, the Shrek thing,
Someone
there's a
else you
specific
like the
reason why
sequel.
I like the sequel better. Because, like I say a million times over, I was raised by
JT?
Oprah. No, he was in the third one.
Oh.
I was raised by Oprah. And Oprah used to just, I mean, of course, the Midas touch of Oprah. Everything she talked about, every show, every cast. She had like a whole cast of all these movies on when they wanted to promote something. And so the cast of Shrek 2 was on her show. Like Jeffrey Katzenberg, isn't he the one that does DreamWorks? He was on. Eddie Murphy was on. All these people were on to talk about, Cameron Diaz was on. Everybody was on to talk about Shrek 2, Shrek 2, Shrek 2. And I was like, okay, well, I've never seen Shrek. Let me watch Shrek 2. Oh my God, I was obsessed. I love all of it. I love all of it. When Funky Town is playing and they finally get to Far, Far Away and there's Farbucks, not Starbucks. And like everything is a riff on everything we know. It's like, this movie is genius. I love this movie.
They're all good movies.
Yeah,
They weren't the first to do that. If you think back, probably the Flintstones was the first show to do something like that, where everything was modern day, but they'd change it into, like, instead of Tony Curtis, it'd be Stony Curtis, or
They make it an old.
they would find a
that
way to,
world.
like, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
Modernize.
Yeah, but it was, Kevin, they do this on Star Trek.
They
What is it
parody
called?
the real name.
Oh, no, it's an allegory?
Allegory, yes, an allegory. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I liked Shrek a lot. And, earlier we were saying how...
Gory, I think of blood.
Allegory?
No, allegory.
Not just gory.
Not gory.
I'm sorry.
I read.
I read.
There's a list about classic rock
I
covers.
just read labels of bourbon bottles.
Yeah, you do. Classic rock covers that went terribly, terribly wrong. And speaking of Shrek, I'm a Believer by Smash Mouth is on that list.
Ugh.
But I think
They made
people
so much
love
money off that.
Just doing a cover song.
and there's like
What was earlier? All-Star song?
Hey now, you're an all-star.
Those guys, if they're going to have 2 hits,
that's
All-Star, they probably made more money because they wrote that one.
Jennifer Aniston and Courtney
Remember he
Cox.
kept
They were all
cussing?
about his look.
we interviewed him
Yeah, he swore a lot.
like 20 years ago. He kept cursing. And he was like stuffed up too.
On
Yeah.
stage?
No, on our show.
No.
I don't remember him on our show.
Yeah, because I remember him I'm like, man, this
Hold
guy
up.
sucks.
In the Roula and Ryan Show archives, we had, what's his name again?
Adam Duritz.
Yeah.
We had him on our show.
At the other place.
Mm-hmm. We used
Oh
to
my
interview
God,
a lot
I
of
blocked
people. I
him out.
forgot
He had like a
about
stuff. I
that.
remember he had like a cold because I remember like, this guy doesn't sound.
Sure, it wasn't a sugar booger?
I don't know. Then he said the F word or something. He said something we had to hit the dump button because it was live.
Well, that guy just made a whole life of just like, you know,
Yeah.
he doesn't really have to sing. He can just like run around on stage and talk about the
Does
girls.
he still
and
have those
stuff like that.
dreadlocks?
I think, he
the
cut him.
dreadlocks looked great for him. I can't imagine him with any other hair. I think
That's
he
what
did
I'm
cut
saying.
him and nobody
I
recognized
wouldn't
him.
know who he is.
Like he should always have the
Like, what's
dreadlocks
her
if
name?
they don't know who he is.
Got the nose job. What's her name? Jennifer. What was that girl's name from Dirty Dancing?
Oh, Jennifer Grey.
People can't recognize her now because of her
Yeah,
nose.
let's see if Adam Duritz cut his hair. Oh, he did cut his hair.
Yeah, I think he looks
got to,
better
right?
with dreadlocks.
Probably
Some
fell
people can really
backwards.
pull that off, and he was one of them. Go back to that, Adam Duritz, and make a lot of money with Dave Matthews
Here
on
he is,
tour.
look.
Oh, yeah,
So he shaved his head.
He looks like the guy from Hamilton.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to the next, shall we? It's summertime, and people are trying to maybe plan to get away a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There is a formula for the best road trip ever. What are the components to make the best road trip ever? You're going to take to the car instead of the plane.
Ooh, road trips are tricky.
Got to go through that and more next on the Real and Ryan Show.
It's KRBE.
Let's go.
Back to Roula and Ryan.
Oh, yes. The road trip. Let's talk about that.
A new study of over 2,000 adults talks about the most important component of a road trip that can make or break the journey.
Headphones. Headphones.
I would say, first of all,
AirPods.
the people that are going on the road trip with
Earbuds.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who are going to be your company in that car?
I think in this, they're maybe talking about family road trip because you can't escape them.
Okay. So you're stuck with them.
The fam jam's going to get in the car.
That variant is constant.
Is the major thing the kind of car you're in? The smaller, the more prone to fighting. When given the option, the car was the preferred mode of transportation. 38% of it wanted it over a plane or a train. 71% agreed that road trips allow them to eat as much as they want. And the most popular snack is, what do you think?
Potato
Doritos.
chips.
Yeah, chips.
Yeah.
Chips number 1.
Oh, it is?
What's number 2?
Beef jerky.
Gummies.
Pretzels.
No. Cookies. Number
Cookies?
3,
Soda.
Candy.
Skittles.
Candy.
candy. Skittles and candy, same.
Skittles?
Candy. So we love chips, cookies, and candy on road trips. 39% said the road trips are best with friends. 33% with kids.
Like your husband likes to just drive.
Oh, yeah, my husband loves to drive. He loves to drive.
Yeah, one time you go out to, what's that place?
Marfa.
Marfa or something?
You know where that Prada display is in Marfa?
Yes.
Yeah, he went there.
Where's Marfa?
I've always wanted to
It's
go.
Marfa,
but
Texas. That's far. It's like west. I can't
really
remember how many
far.
hours he
He
drove.
just went for
Yeah.
a road trip to get away.
Oh, is that where they have those like little
Random at.
little stores?
butt
They're
shops.
like
They're not actual stores.
they're not stores,
just
but
displays.
they look like a store. Yeah.
Yeah. 52% said every person we're all for you bringing your own snacks. You're not complaining about where's the food or I don't like that snack.
Half the fun is stopping off at like a Buc-ee's or
Yes.
someplace and grabbing the goodies.
That's why I knew we were like, my family wasn't well off. Because we had a cooler. My mom made bologna sandwiches and stuff.
Oh.
We did that too.
Yeah.
But that's just because my
We didn't
parents.
keep driving.
Yeah, they
Right.
just wanted to keep driving. No,
you
we're
don't, you
driving
don't want to
straight
stop.
there.
You don't want to stop, but at some point you do have to stop to go to the bathroom.
Well,
Yeah,
sure. But
yeah.
in 2018, I went to Santa Fe, New Mexico with my kids. They were, 3, 5, and 6. And we packed a Yeti cooler so we could go as far as we could go. You know, if you leave at like 6 a.m., it's a 13-hour drive. You're going to get there by 7. But it actually took us till 9 to get there because of the stops.
I always want to leave at midnight. I told my wife, like, say you're going to Destin or something. Doesn't Destin like 10 hours away or something?
Yeah, I'm doing that drive for the first time ever this summer.
Like, I feel like if I left at midnight, everyone's asleep. I can listen to the music I want or podcast or do whatever I want.
Can't wear earbuds though. That's dangerous while you're driving.
And I would turn it on, let them sleep, and then
I would get sleepy.
Yeah.
I can't, I don't live overnight like that.
If we sleep, like say we did the show today. Then you go home and take a nap at 11.
My nap knows to wake me up after 2 hours. I don't think I could do it personally. Yeah. Oh my God.
Take a Xanax. It'd be all groggy when he gets up.
I wake back up and I want to go to
You know
sleep.
what? Those road trips, you have those memories. Like one of my greatest memories was when my mom and dad and my grandmother and great grandmother and my aunt and uncle and my brothers, we all got in a Winnebago and we drove from Pennsylvania all the way down to Florida to do Disney.
Well, now it's a good memory, but at the
old.
time, Ryan, did you think it was great? You're like, God,
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. We were laughing and playing the whole way.
They had a better memory just flying, and we're in the Bahamas in 2 hours.
Well, that's nice too.
Or you're in Cancun or Puerto Vallarta.
But you
2
laugh
hours.
a lot too. Like for some reason, my
I know what
dad.
you mean, though. It's
my
fun.
dad would like. I can still remember my mom's voice. Like, "Oh, Danny, why'd you do that?" Because he'd fart, and like he'd gas everybody and start laughing about it. And
Has
we'd be
anybody
like,
ever been to Deadwood?
Where's that?
I don't know what that is.
like the Western town where the OK Corral was?
It's where.
What state is that in?
Is it Dakotas or is it?
Where's Deadwood?
Is it far up? I have no idea.
Colorado?
Deadwood? What's
No.
there that you would want to go?
Why would you
I
want to
watched
go
Man
there?
vs. Food, and I saw the guy was in Deadwood, and I saw the TV show. I used to like it. It's where they were trying to find gold and stuff. So it's up in the mountains somewhere. But it's gambling in there, and it looks like it's like Wild Bill. What's
It's in
his name?
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Yeah.
That's where Wild Bill Hickok met his end.
Yeah, he was
the
shot.
dead man's hand. He was shot playing poker.
It looks cool, but I'm like, there's no way I could get my wife.
Yeah, it's a city in South Dakota.
Like she grew up in
Go
Iran.
there.
If I told her like that's Americana, she'd be like, really?
I know.
Yeah,
I
How
get
far
that
is
same
that
feeling.
drive though?
Pass.
You gotta have like a good destination. Like if we're gonna go 10 hours, I'm gonna end up at the Crystal Blue Waters of
You have to hit the
Destin,
Corn
Florida.
Palace. You have to hit the Corn Palace.
Oh,
and you have to hit Mount
Corn
Rushmore.
Palace, kids.
And all that
That's
stuff.
almost something you got to do before you have kids. If you're
Oh
going
my
to do
gosh,
something
it's
like that.
21 hours right now if you would try to drive
No,
to South
21
Dakota.
hours.
I'm not
21
driving
hours.
too far.
I'm
You
not
might
driving
as-
21 hours just to do
Yeah.
that.
You might as well just drive back to my
But that's something I'll
hometown.
never see. Like I like the old Western stuff.
Well, yeah, but you don't have to drive there. You can
Yeah,
just
I
fly
would
there.
highly
Did you guys ever do that as a
recommend
family?
flying.
You all got together and you dressed up like a cowboy outfit and you take that photo in black and white.
They
Absolutely.
did
They
it
used
in
to have
Astroworld,
the-
yeah.
They used to have the old timey saloon clothes. I never did the
They
picture.
did that Branson and stuff. And
Aw.
Rula, I was actually, you said the Astroworld, the old timey thing. I was actually on a website. They sell a lot of the props that were, when they dismantled the Astroworld, a lot of people bought things like the gondola cars.
Well, wasn't it like the anniversary of
all
the
of-
grand opening of Astroworld a couple days ago? I saw on social?
It was. They shut
Yeah.
down in 2005, but I think it was, God, what was it? It was 60.
I don't remember what year it
8 or
opened.
something it opened. I don't know.
Well, they say the perfect road trip are the snacks, the company, and the stops. Where you're stopping and for how long. And if you're in the front seat with the driver, you are responsible for helping them with GPS. And the driver should have overall ruling of the music in the car.
I believe that's the case.
I agree with that.
You're doing all the work, you get the tunes.
Mark
Especially
doesn't want me
trying
to
to
be
keep
the
him
GPS.
And you have no
No?
idea how lucky you have it
Oh,
with
that
GPS.
was the turn.
But
Really,
now he doesn't
Sam?
even
Can
need
you
you.
give me an
Can he just
update?
put it's in the phone? He doesn't even need you.
It just talks to you
Yeah,
now.
but we don't have. That's if you have. I mean, it does talk
if you've
to
got
you,
Siri,
but like
hey, in 2.2 miles, you're going to
that's
exit.
annoying though. For a whole road trip, I don't want it talking to me.
Just show me an arrow or
Like
something.
if you have CarPlay, that's nice because
Yeah.
then it can.
I'll tell you, it was
be on the
annoying,
monitor,
Sam,
but-
when we didn't have cell phones and you had to use a big ass
MapQuest.
map.
Back in my day, had paper.
Come on, don't you remember
Yeah,
we'd
those
print
paper
things
maps.
out? You go to your computer and you'd print out
When I
MapQuest.
first met Ryan, that's how I got down from Illinois down here.
Yeah.
MapQuest. I found those sheets a few months ago.
I remember part of the KRBE appearances was, did you get your map from promotions before you head out to your gig?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
And
even
it was
had
in
that.
your box, the map quest.
Yeah.
Printed out for you. Yeah.
Because
Good
they'd send
times.
us on these gigs that were so far away. Like, wait a second, that's 2 hours from here.
When did I agree for this?
They can't even get us.
Time for the Roula and Ryan show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, it is brought to you by Duncan. There is another air quality alert for this afternoon, so if you've got asthma or breathing problems, you might want to stay indoors. Corey Jukes, Houston's rookie left fielder, crushed a 386-foot home run.
Is killing it, man.
Bases
Jokes.
loaded,
Jokes.
grand slam.
Y'all,
Jokes.
11-4 against the Toronto Blue Jays, a.k.a. George Springer's team.
Like when I was watching this, because it started at like 5:45 or something. It's gonna be like that the next 3
Uh-huh.
nights, and they had 6 runs with like 1 out.
Amazing.
They went all the way through the batting order. Pena and Dubon, they both batted twice in that first inning.
Wow.
That is
Wow.
great.
The guy was knocked out.
And Corey Julks is really like an amazing story because he's
Yeah,
a
because-
Houston kid who went to U of H and now he plays for the Astros.
He went to Clearbrook
and
High.
He's killing it.
He went to Clearbrook High School in Friendswood, and then he played for the Cougs.
And he was in minor leagues for a long time.
Now, here's something I bet you
cool.
didn't know. In the Houston metro area, 5.2% of the households do not have access to any kind of a vehicle, no transportation. More than 1 in 5 adults in the U.S. Without access to a vehicle or public transportation have to miss or skip medical appointments. Nationwide, about 21% of adults without access to a vehicle or public transit said they went without medical care last year. That's really sad. But I mean, still, 95% of people do. Let's look at the positive there.
Still sucks, though.
Yeah. It sucks that there are still people that don't have access to any kind of transportation.
Is, guys, we're turning a corner in our generation where people don't want to have a car, as we learned yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't want to learn how to drive.
Well, no. This includes people without access to anything. Like, in other words, no,
can't afford a car,
no Lyft,
insurance.
no Uber, no nothing. They don't have access to anything.
Yeah, in Houston you can get Uber, but you go to these small towns.
Yeah,
like just Chad over there. He's the only Uber driver. Like, that's it.
Well, Ed over there's asleep. We have to wake him up.
Come on.
The garage open.
What do you think the distance is on something like? You couldn't just call an Uber and say, "Hey, I want to go to Deadwood, South Dakota."
Try it.
You would have to have a willing driver.
I want to drive 21 miles.
See if anybody picks up.
During the break, type it in Deadwood to see what they're
Deadwood,
charging.
South Dakota.
I'm going to put it in my Uber, and when we come back, we'll tell you exactly what Uber says.
I say $18,000.
$18,000.
See if there's a willing driver around the corner that I'm going to book.
Could you charter your own private jet for that?
Because if I got 18, I'd drive you one way with the rental car, then I'd fly back. I'd drive my car back.
Oh, that's smart. But I wonder if Uber will allow you to use a different car if you have to use their car.
Yeah, what's the rule?
Yeah.
All right, coming up next. It's Tuesday, y'all. And that means somebody's gotten revenge on somebody. Somebody got their payback. We're going to get to it next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Let's face it, life looks a little different. During these times, we're doing our best to keep our minds and bodies strong. And getting a flu shot helps us stay healthy, so we don't miss out on what matters. Like having game night at home. Yeah, can't do that while sick with the flu. Now imagine family movie night that your daughter can't live without. Well, that's ruined. And don't forget your uncle's socially distanced cookout. See? That's why it's important to be at our strongest. Every year, millions of people in the U.S. get the flu. Especially now, no one has time to miss out on moments that matter. So get your flu shot. Find out more at getmyflushot.org. Brought to you by the AMA, CDC, and the Ad Council.